Every huge company, every game-changing product, it all started with one thing, just an idea. But how does a simple thought bubble over your head turn into a global force? Well, that's what we're digging into today. We're going to explore why that initial spark isn't just a small part of the story. It's everything. I mean, think about it. It's a massive question, right? We all have ideas, constantly. Maybe you had a great one in the shower this morning. So what's the secret sauce? What separates a fleeting thought from, the next billion-dollar unicorn? It all boils down to really, truly understanding what a business idea is at its core. And that's exactly what we're about to unpack. All right, so let's jump in. The journey always begins in the same place. It doesn't matter if we're talking about the corner bakery or a Silicon Valley titan. It all starts with that spark. That little flicker of an idea that just won't leave you alone. Okay, so what is a business idea? Here's the most important part. It's a concept that can be monetized. That's the magic word. This is what separates it from just a cool project or a fun hobby. It's about creating something, a product, a service, that provides so much value to someone that they're actually willing to pull out their wallet and pay for it. So you've got the spark. But here's the thing. A great idea isn't a one-and-done deal. It's not something you just check off a list. It actually grows with you. Its next big job, to become your compass. It's the thing that gives you a true north and keeps you on track, especially when things get messy and you're not sure which way to turn. And here's a little secret, something most people miss. The absolute best ideas, they almost never come from a flash of genius out of nowhere. Nope, they're born out of frustration. They come from someone saying, ugh, there has got to be a better way to do this. They find a real problem, a genuine pain point for people, and they offer a solution. Honestly, if you're not solving a problem, you don't really have a business. You've got a hobby, and there's a huge difference. Just look at Uber. It's a perfect example. They didn't invent the car, right? They didn't invent GPS or professional drivers. What they did was zero in on a universal frustration, trying to get a taxi. You know the feeling, standing in the rain, no idea when one will show up, fumbling for cash. It was a mess. Their entire idea was a compass pointed squarely at that problem. And, well, we all know how that turned out. So your compass is locked in. You're pointed directly at a problem you want to solve. Now your idea shifts roles again. It goes from being a compass to being a blueprint. It becomes the detailed plan, the architectural drawing for everything you're about to build. And this is where things get really practical. That blueprint, it forces you to answer the hard questions. Let's say your big idea is a food delivery service just for people working the night shift. Boom. Right there, your idea just defined your target audience. It also defines your value proposition. What makes you special? Probably a hot, delicious meal when everyone else is closed. And from that, you can start figuring out how you'll make money, your revenue streams, and what your competitive advantage is. See how that works? All of these crucial business pillars, they all grow out of that one single idea. Okay, so you've got this amazing, detailed blueprint. That's awesome. But a blueprint is useless if the foundation is shaky, right? You can't build a skyscraper on sand. So this next phase is all about the reality check. It's about taking that beautiful idea and seeing if it can actually stand up to the real world. This is really the moment of truth. An idea can seem absolutely flawless when it's just floating around in your head. But the big question is it viable out here in the real world? You've got to put it to the test. You have to kick the tires, poke holes in it, and see if it can not only survive, but actually be profitable. If you skip this step, it's not a business plan, it's a daydream. And look, this isn't about just winging it and hoping for the best. There's a process. First, you do your market research. You got to ask, do people even want this? Like, for real? Then comes the feasibility analysis. That's you being brutally honest and asking, can I actually build this thing? Do I have the team, the tech, the money? And finally, the financial projections. You run the numbers. At the end of the day, after all the costs, can this thing make money? It's that simple and that hard. All right, let's get to the last piece of the puzzle, and maybe the most important one, the human side of things. Because let's be real, the road of an entrepreneur is tough. It's notoriously difficult. It's packed with setbacks. So your idea has one more critical job to do. It has to be your fuel. Think about it. You're staring down your 10th no from an investor. Your website crashes at 3 a.m. A competitor pops up out of nowhere. What on earth is going to make you get up and keep fighting? It's not the money, not at that point. It's your passion for the idea. It's that deep down belief that the problem you're solving matters. Without that fire in your belly, honestly, It's just way, way too easy to throw in the towel. So, look, if there's one single thing you walk away with today, let it be this. Your idea is everything. It's the spark that starts it all. It's the compass that guides you. It's the blueprint you build from. And it's the fuel that keeps you going when you want to quit. It is the fundamental why behind every single thing you do, every what's and every how in your entire business. So, I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on. Just look around. In your own life, at your job, in your neighborhood. What's the thing that's just a little bit broken? What's the friction point? The inefficiency that drives you crazy? What problem are you so passionate about that you just can't stop thinking about a solution? Because that thing, right there, that might just be your spark.